Hi, this screencast will give you a brief overview of the Dyabola database. Dyabola is a pretty complex resource, so what we're going to do today is just take a quick overview going from submitting an initial search all the way through to printing a bibliography. But there are a lot of steps along the way that we're going to have to skip, and so we'll take those up in subsequent tutorials. But today, let's say we're looking for articles or books on chryselephantine sculpture. So in our general search box at the top, we'll type our search term. And then we're going to click Start Search. And here we see that 7 records have been returned. This isn't as many as we'd expect to find, so we're going to try a different search technique. And in order to do that, we have to submit a new search. So we're going to go over here, click on the Search button, which will take us back to our main search page. We're going to look at one of the great strengths of the Dyabola database, which is the subject headings. You see down here that it says Browse Tree of Subject Headings. So we're going to click on Browse, and we get a whole list of subject headings. You'll notice, unfortunately, that these are not in alphabetical order, so you have to take a little bit of time to familiarize yourself with it. Now, since what we're looking for today is a certain technique or material used, we're going to use the Technology and Material heading. We're going to expand it by clicking on the plus sign here, where we get our subheadings. And fortunately for us, we see acrylith and chryselephantine technique right here. So we'll click on that. And this is just as if we were submitting a search for it. We see that we have 48 results, which is more what we would expect. And we could do all sorts of things with these results here, but we're not going to. Instead, what I'm going to do now is show you how to combine our two results. As you see here, we have our acrylith and chryselephantine technique and our original chryselephantine search listed over here in the session results. But we want to combine them. So we're going to click on Search again. And this time we're going to go down to the Combine Results option. And you can see that our most recent search is already the default in the drop-down menu. And all the searches that we have submitted to this point are available. So we're going to do chryselephantine at the top, acrylith and chryselephantine technique in the bottom. And because we don't want to limit, we want to expand, we're going to select the OR operator. Dyabola requires you always to name your results, so we're going to name this. It can be anything, and we're going to name it Result. And then we click Combine. And now we see that we have 52 records, which is more than either 48 or 7, of course. Now, if you're wondering why it is we don't have 55, which would be 48 plus 7, it's because 3 of the records appear in both lists, and they are not then duplicated. Now, since this list itself doesn't do us much good, here we want to print it or export it in some way. So we'll return to our search page and go all the way down to the Export Print Results. And you see that our most recent one, we named it Result, is listed here, and we can just click on Export Print, and Dyabola will prepare our bibliography for us. Sometimes it takes a little while. You can see that it's processing. And here we have our bibliography that we can save. We could email it to ourselves, or we could print it and take it to the library. So that's the general overview of Dyabola. Please take a look at our other tutorials if you'd like to learn more about Dyabola. Thank you.